Hello everyone, this is Jagrati Soni from MA 3rd SEM from Mata Jijabai Government PG College, Indore, and today I am going to give a presentation on Wordsworth and his essay Preface to Lyrical Ballads. And this PPT is guided by Professor Dr. Manisha Pandey. Ma'am. So now let's begin it. First of all, we will study some points about the author William Wordsworth. He born on April 7, 1770 in Cockermouth, Cumberland, England, and died on 23rd April 1850 in Radle Mount, Westmoreland. He is an English poet whose lyrical ballads, which was published in 1798, written with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped launch the English Romantic movement. His occupation was poet, and his notable works were lyrical ballads, Michael, Ode, intimations of immortality, the solitary reaper, and the movement and style of William Wordsworth was Romanticism, lake poet. Now we will study these all points one by one on each slide. So let's begin it. First of all, we will study summary of Preface to Lyrical Ballads. Preface to Lyrical Ballads is an essay by English Romantic poet William Wordsworth. In 1798, Wordsworth wrote with Samuel Taylor Coleridge the poetry collection Lyrical Ballads, believing that the poems were so novel in theme and style that they required some explanation. The preface is often considered a manifesto of the Romantic movement in English literature. Wordsworth explains his intention in his poems to express incidents from everyday life in everyday language and imbued with poetic sentiment. He defines poetry as a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, and the poet as a man speaking to man. Because poetry speaks of universal human emotions, it should use diction that is natural rather than artificial and self consciously literary. Thus, Wordsworth sets himself apart from classicist poets who addressed an elite audience in language that was tied to formal rules. Wordsworth's intimate nature and inspire emotions. Wordsworth argues that poetry, prose, poetry and prose should be close in style, and that the aim of poetry should be to imitate nature and inspire emotion in the reader in a way that emphasizes pleasure. In the final part of the essay, Wordsworth outlines the procedures whereby a poet may observe the world around them and compose poetry through deep reflection on their experiences. Next slide is about main ideas of Preface to Lyrical Ballads. Wordsworth celebrated as the natural poet because of his beautiful descriptions of nature and rural or countryside areas. Wordsworth admired nature or countryside not only because it looked beautiful, but because of the simplicity and beauty that natural or countryside provided allowed people to be in touch with their soul and experience true beauty in life. Wordsworth believed that the city life made the masses dull and stagnant. It had reduced them to overworked machines who failed to appreciate the simple beauty of life. He called this state of mental stagnancy as savage torpor. What is poet according to Wordsworth? Now we will study the definition of poet according to Wordsworth. He is a man speaking to man. It is true in soft wit, more likely sensibility, more enthusiasm and tenderness. He said poet has knowledge of nature and comprehensive sound, also common among the mankind. This kind of quality according Wordsworth should be in poet. And now we will study definition of poetry. So here is the definition of poetry which is always asked in the exams. that what is the definition of poetry by Wordsworth. So here it is. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. Poetry is to teach moral lessons with a feeling of delight. It is to give instruction and delight by connecting people with the poet and his imagination. Now we will study subject matter of Wordsworth poetry. This is the theme of poetry. As per Williams' view, poem was choosing from the situation and event which happen in simple life and in common people, how to describe them by words. For selection of language really used by men and mankind, the imagination knew to coloring it to make that incident interesting by placing in them really thought, not expressive. Poetry is a form. There are emotion, feelings, culture, originality, not artificial sense, humanity, and humbleness, etc. When poet write poetry, imagination, thought, and spontaneous feeling is very important and useful for poet to write poem. As we know, poetry is very hard to make because it has less word to express too much tales and feeling. Reality is the thing which we find in simplicity. So the common lifestyle, culture, etc. are subject of poetry. Now the next slide is about language of Wordsworth poetry. William Wordsworth also talks about the language which using by poet. He said that language would be come on come on is the pupil are ghostic and common life still life, so they they can also read the poem and get the improvement of the poem and literature which are written on their culture and lifestyle. Next slide is about meter of the poetry of preface to lyrical ballads or preface to lyrical ballads is something different, but meter of Wordsworth poetry is we can explain this in the following lines. Wordsworth offers author justifications for the use of meter. He says that the end of poetry is to produce excitement, coexistence with an overbalance of pleasure. Excitement is an irregular or unusual state of mind. In a state of excitement, ideas and feelings do not flow one another in an ordinary manner. Next slide is about theme. Theme of preface is about the view of William for poetic diction or subject and object of poetry. Poet says that he had chosen to write about an incident and events from the countryside people's life and language really used by them. But this was only imagination. We can see the human nature or reality in simplicity. So Wordsworth chosen humble or rural or simple lifestyle. Common people are next near to nature, so we cannot see the artificiality and ornamental feeling and nature. Next is three main principles of Wordsworth poetic diction. Wordsworth language of poetry must be the language that really used by men, and it should be the selection of such a language. All the rustic words cannot be used and applied in poetry, but it should be clarified and filtered. Second principle is that the language should be the man's state of vivid sensation. It should have a color of imagination, the aspects of words by ordinary man. The pupil gives the perfect shapes and coloring imagination and after use in it poem. Use it in poem. Third and last is the final and the third step is the language of poetry is full of emotions and feelings. Through the power of imagination, the poet used the words and fit in poetic compositions. Now we will study drawbacks of Wordsworth poetry. See, everything has two aspects. first is positive and second is negative. So Wordsworth's poetry also having some drawbacks. Following demerits of Wordsworth's poetry has been counted by Matthew Arnold. So these drawbacks are drawn by Matthew Arnold. First is to be recognized far and wide as a great poet, to be passable and receivable as a classic. Wordsworth needs to be received of a great deal of the poetic baggage which now encumbers him. He is too preoccupied with his own life, own self, to take an objective view of things. His excessive self-esteem often makes him ridiculous and trivial. Keats writes called him the egoistical sublime. Third is he is curiously deficient in a purely lyrical gift. And fourth is he had no marked style of his own. When he seeks to have a style, he falls into ponderosity and pomposity. As conclusion, we can say Wordsworth's idea of a new theory of poetry is very good given by him in preface edition. He gives commitment to all poets who write country to be written in simple language. This gives a new meaning or definition of poet and also poetry. In preface, Wordsworth give a new theory of poetry. Thank you for now and bye to all.